Hi, welcome to Mad Max. We're doing Colossus, the region in Jeet's territory. We're going to pick off a legendary jump first, which is part of a secondary mission, but it gets us to a waypoint. Check the top right for the eye for links to playlists and other related videos, and the description for timecodes if there's something specific you need. Saw a wanderer on the way, you may have just noticed. I always stop for them because there's a legendary challenge, but there is a legendary jump there, and if you boost across it, you get to this scavenger point here very, very easily. So if you don't have that on your map, just mark a little bit to the south of this scavenger point, you'll find it. It's a bit of a fight in there, nothing too serious, and then some food there if you need it. And up this ladder, there is one piece of scrap. And then over the other side here, there's the second piece. So that's all upstairs, 100% looted. Very, very easy. Nice soft start. Then I ran into a storm, which did not go well. Yeah, I got caught out and died. So coming back from here, I figured I'd head north from the waypoint and grab the Scarecrow. There was one slightly closer, so I snagged that first. There we go. There. And then went to get the loot, but for some reason it stopped displaying success on the map. I don't know why. Then off to another Scarecrow selected to the northeast. There's a scavenger thing on the northwest that I keep missing, but we'll get to that eventually. That is a strong Scarecrow, so you might need to upgrade your harpoon. Just a thought. There's another legendary jump there, and I couldn't decide whether or not to go for the camp or the legendary jump. In the end I picked the jump. So get back in the car after Chumbucket's had a chance to repair it, and it's there. So boost your way across that. Nothing doesn't lead to anything, it's just like a bit of a jump off a thing. But that's the second one in Jeet's Territories region. There's a scavenger thing right nearby. There, it's in a boat, climb up, drop down again, and everything is down there. One scrap, and then just around there for the second. There's a lot of rats down there that you can kill for food if you want to as well. But there's the other scrap there. Next off, that intel mission's disappeared that was there before. Presumably it's moved there instead. But we're up by the story mission to get a car body part. I haven't pushed through there yet because it gave like a scavenger location, so I wanted to get it. There's a scrap crew part here along with the car body. There's the car body unlocked. I forget which one. And now it decided that it was going to tell me about scrap and magnum opus when I've nearly finished cleaning out Jeet's territory. Thanks, game. Well linked to the progress. Anyway, up these stairs, and there's your scrap crew part. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Scrap crew part. Drop down for there some ammo, and then behind it, there in that little gap, the second bit of scrap. With that cleaned out, it's time to move on. So I thought I'd check out the intel encounter. Excuse me, having a bit of a yawn. There it is. They're talking about the Colossus and the defences there, but you can see the subtitles didn't pop either, so nothing is popping up when I pick it up. Super annoying. Heavy perimeter defence, seriously heavy perimeter defence. Hidden entrance underneath the structure, not sure if I actually found it. But if you've got a sniper rifle, I recommend trying to pick off. There's a sniper there. There's another one there who's a bit tricky to get from this side. You'll have to probably go around to get him. Molotov tower. Another Molotov tower over to the left. It reloaded as I was turning and just spun my aim out. There it is there. Molotov sling there. Camp sniper, and then the two flame pipes. Follow the road around to this camp. You'll get to this bit here. I just yanked down that structure. And then you can shoot the fuel tank on the right, which will take out the sniper as well. And then I decided to use my last round on the gas tank because I figured I would just go and harpoon the sniper. He shoots me a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. I've got no water. I thought I had full water. But I'm not too worried. I think there's a guy to fight in the courtyard as well. Here, yeah. But not much else except behind this ladder, the first piece of scrap, which I missed the first time through on my other playthrough. For ages. Second piece of scrap just up those stairs. This kind of looks like the secret way in, right? Maybe not, I don't know. Put a fuel tank down again at the beginning of a fight. Sadly it only clipped 2 people, but it evens the odds a bit. And then behind you, scrap 3 and 4 there. Yoink. Head over this way, so that's 4 scrap, 0 insignia, and 0 history relics. Grab a boomstick, chuck it over there. There's actually an insignia on the far side that gets clipped by that explosion in this playthrough. It didn't on the previous one, but I'll show you where it is in case it doesn't for you. You'll see I've already got one there, but it's basically where I'm going to throw the stick now. it's there. So if you yeah, just make sure you've killed that. Then I used a boomstick on him because there's never a bad time to do that. And then through this way to grab scrap number 5 and some ammo. Up here for the second insignia, there, you got to climb up there, you can't explode it from the other side sadly. And then back down and around this way, pull that hook to drop that thing, then you got a little bit of a fight down here. I died here the first time, which is now why I've got full health. I had to come back and do it. This one gave me a lot of trouble. Stupid thing. There's some scrap in there. There we are. So get that, and then an insignia, the third insignia, around the back there. Come up this ladder, but before you do, there's some food down there if you need it, need it, I guess. And then scrap number 5, 7. How are we up to 7? Okay, well, scrap number 7. It says 7. It must be 7. Up this ladder. I'm gonna have to go back and double check that I didn't miss one. And there's a water canteen there if you need it, which you probably do before you hit this guy, the top dog. He's got the pink paint, so you're going to be stuck with a really gross car probably for the rest of my guides, but tough. This one's a bit like the Phantom Menace, where these flame things come apart to separate you during rounds. There's also 3 or 4 guys with weapons, which actually works in your favour because the weapons help you attack the top dog. So I would try and down them first, because every hit they make they're going to weaken the weapons, which means there's just less damage to do against him. But you can club him, and he will, and this goes really well at the beginning, he runs into the fire even, the fool, but the weapon runs out really quickly. Thankfully he stomps that guy, so I just put him up against the side there and finish him off, and then roll away, grab the weapon. Every time you see him move, just roll away like that. However, that being said, I kind of mess it up at the end, but if you can get weapons, you can basically keep pounding him, and if you can keep him like with his standing over the fire, that's an advantage too. Just make sure you're not. Yeah, so you're doing a bit of damage, and if you can build your rage meter up, easier said than done to be honest, because you've got to wait between hits, so it's hard to build a string of combos against them. But if you can do shiv punishers, so keep all the shivs that you can for this final fight. Don't use them any earlier if you can possibly avoid it. And the ammo belt's one of the best things to upgrade for max as well. Being able to carry loads of shivs is super useful. But it'll do a bit of extra damage there, and you can see I got him down super low, and then it all started to go a bit wrong. I started getting flamed, I started mistiming my attacks. Yeah, you'll see here, like, he clumps me there. And then, to be fair, I started to roll there and he clomped me again. Shouldn't have done, but... clonked, super clonked. And then he nearly gets me here, but then does get me there, and then we're both basically on a sliver of health, and it's like, who is it gonna be? I played this one beforehand, so I had some idea of what to expect, but there he is, man down. Huzzah. And for that you get the amazing paint, but it's not all over yet. We've got to head up and behind him to get the last bits and pieces. So first up, there's a body colour unlocked. We'll have a look at that in a minute. I just drink a bit of water so the colour comes back, so it's not black and white. Grabbed a weapon, although you don't really need it. Out here there's nothing apart from a weird bit of texture on that rock. Don't know what's going on there. And then through here there's a door to kick down, so smash that and then immediately turn left before you get to the bed. You can see in the corner there is... there. Scrap number whatever it was, and there's an insignia, I think scrap number 7. There's the final insignia, and then up here the history relic and some scrap in a jimmy box. So that's your... oh no, that was the bed one was 8. So that is all 9 scrap, although I will go back and check. I'll pause it in a second. And Great Watcher complete. But don't head out just yet. That's what the paint looks like. Isn't it amazing? Head up these stairs because we're going to go up to the Colossus, because there's a scavenging point right up there with a history relic in it and 2 bits of scrap. So head towards the Colossus there. It doesn't have a head. Silly Colossus. And around here, there we go. Grab that history relic there. There's some scrap just next to it. When all the snow and ice melted away during the Grand Thaw, water was abundant. A few months later it receded to nothing. There's your scrap and second scrap there, so that's 2 locations looted. Now you can head back. Sadly you can't use the flare. There's a weird like ritual thing around the back of it too. I tried using the flare, but Chumbucket just ignores you. He can't make it up there, so you're gonna have to run all the way back. There is a zip line, but it doesn't get you very far. Then the convoy was there, so I thought I would check that out, but a storm approached as I was chasing it, and take it from me, chasing a convoy in a storm, if I'd done it I would have been immensely happy. I should have just taken multiple shots at him there with a shotgun. I don't know why I tried to chase him through, but as it was I got the car wrecked and then got out and I got no health and I got zapped, and I just didn't think you wanted to sit through that. Anyway, this intel encounter is has popped back, so I thought I would go and see that. I really should have snagged the minefield on the way, and that little scavenger location on the northwest, but we'll get to them. He's annoying. He's like, hey, what about convoys pass through here? Aim for the red one. Really, dude? Really? That's what you want me to do? Okay, anyway. Scarecrow, east. Let's go and get that. Jump up there, try and get it first time. I didn't, but there you go. Pulled it down with the harpoon. Scavenging location over here with a history relic. Another wanderer on the way. This one got run down just as I was heading in the water because a car hit us both. And sadly you can't feed water to a dead wanderer. So on this way you head to the middle of these 3 things and then jump and drop down here, drop again, and then climb down there. And the first scrap is there, and then you've got like a little shimmy thing to the second one. After going down a bit, there it is, there. So drop down, shimmy across, grab the second scrap. Hair goes blonde, don't know why, and a history relic along with the second piece of scrap. Mad Max buggy tour. Hey guys, remind you of something? A few crazy weeks? Yeah, whatever. Now head southwest to this next scavenging location. It's got a clean-up crew part. There we are. Smash them up, bit of a fight. Nothing too challenging. Grab some ammo if you need it. Shivin' a shotgun shell for me. And there's scrap number 1, and I think the other one's just in the other tent over here along with the project part there. Yeah, clean up group. So nothing really well hidden there, just a little bit off the beaten track. Scarecrow, this one you can see to the right there's a ramp which I completely missed. So I tried to climb up and use my fuel on it, and then didn't throw the fuel close enough because I'm an idiot, and it didn't even blow it up, so then I had to look for another way, and sure enough there's a ramp. So that was all okay, but I didn't really boost, and then nearly fell off, oh god! So, anyway, got it eventually. I just pulled it down. Then I thought I would head down to the Wasteland mission. This is Jeet to get the armory. There's a good chance you've already done this, but I thought I'd leave it until I got here. Heading in here, there's a sniper you want to kill, and then a crack that you sneak through. This splits this tunnel. Up here, there's 6 bits of scrap, and obviously the Wasteland objective there is where it splits left and right. I went left first. There's a couple of guys in here, so kill them. And then carry on through up here, and then on the left, here we go, there's after you killed these 2, there's some scrap on the floor there, so that's scrap number 1, grab that. Now keep on going, keep the rug thing to your left, get the food if you need it. Another guy came along, but with the rug on your left there, keep going. I got a bit confused as which way it was to go. I'm gonna have to brighten this up actually, mightn't I? Let me pause a second. Okay, that's now painfully bright for you. Head in here, fight these guys, and do the shield, so watch out. A few more guys, I think, pile in from elsewhere. And that's the guy you got to rescue for Jeet's mission. There's some scrap there, and also some scrap behind him, but I don't realise that until a bit later. Now, to the right of that water canister is a crack you can squeeze through there, so run down there, take a right at the end. There is scrap number 3, and then up here's an exit, but we don't want that because we've still got 3 more scrap to go. So head back in here, chat to the dude in the cage. That's Blast Cap, who knows all about splody stuff. What the hell? There's the scrap behind him. There's number 4. Open the after you've spoken to him, jimmy the thing open. You'll get a little thing where it flashes out, and he'll go. And then Wasteland mission complete. Lust for powder. What a clever pun. Now I've gone right on the way back. There's scrap number 5 on the floor there. Then you've got to shimmy across here, through into this room where there's a couple of guys to fight. There we are. Donk, 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 donk. And there's the final bit of scrap by them. Now if you're going back this way rather than looping back, watch out, because there's lots of man traps everywhere. There's one. And I've brightened this up massively. I did not see these going through at all. There's another one right there that I can see now but didn't see before. Ugh! So yeah, be careful. Make sure you got some health with you, or optionally go back the other way. Anyway, from there off to this loot encounter. Pretty straightforward. Walk up to them, listen to a tedious cutscene you can't skip, and there we go. Loot. Hurrah. 50 scrap or something. Oh no, wait, no, I'm lying. She's, when you complete that side mission, she's there waiting for you and tells you, says thanks for killing those slavers. So head in here and get 15 whole scrap. Barely worth the petrol money. Now off to this water scavenger location. Here. There we are. Kill them, get the scrap right in front of them. Look at the amazing car. Another bit of scrap there, some water right there next to it, some ammo, and then a history relic on the mattress there. This is still our town, these are still our streets, we the downtrodden, the trampled, the forsaken, blah 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 blah. There's the water. Anyway, next up there's another scavenger location right there. Do not try and straight line it. I did that, you fall in the canyon, you've got to drive all the way around and your car gets very damaged. Instead follow the road. Now come around here, it's a bit tricky to get to. You kind of need to take a left up this path here and around there, and it's in this canister. I ran 2 guys down as I came in, which was quite nice, but there's 2 more in there. So be careful, one's got a stick as well and he's probably going to club you in the head. Bit of mid-combat looting because why not? And he flopped me. But that's the area 100% looted. Now if you want to go all the way to the top you can, there's some ammo, but careful on the way down because it's easy to do that and die. So ammo potentially not really worth the time. Anyway, I finally got this northwest one since I died, and I was back at Jeet's. This is a little cairn, a memorial or something to someone, and there's a history relic on it there. This one's weird. I think going out of the city this weekend was a great idea. Our house used to be under there, underwear, and then he's saying one day they all came down, all the planes one by one. I didn't see a single plane in that picture, so that's just odd. Anyway, sniper here, fast travel, death race first of all to open up the fast travel. And I fast travelled down to the Wanderer. I didn't kill him, well I mean I did, but he was already on the ground having been hit by another car. Death race to open up the fast travel, what was I saying? Yeah, this one's a little bit tricky. You got boost though. Don't boost through this bit. There's a little bit of a shortcut up here if you got off the beaten path. There's a jump there, although it's a bit of a tricky landing, it can spin you around and cost you. But basically use boost when you have it available. Try and always keep one free in case you crash like that and you want to get back up to speed. But then use it whenever it's recharged. And you should do fine. I think I cleared this one with 6 seconds to go. I did do 2 tries at this. The first one I got caught up in traffic through that first twisty bit. So if you're not clean through there, you're going to suffer and not make the time. 6 seconds clear with 1 spin. So as long as you don't get caught up in traffic, you'll be okay. Then a sniper there, fast travelling back from the end of that death race. I wonder why they can't call it death race, probably copyright, right? And then there's a Scarecrow with a convoy right on top of it. So I got the Scarecrow there, pulled it down, and then just carried on to catch up the convoy here. Eventually got there and just got in close and shot him. I think I shoot him again or no? I don't know why I never go for 2 shots. It's, well, okay, in that case I've actually run out of ammo, that's apparent. But, and then I was trying to sort of T-bone him, but ended up misjudging it and he T-boned me. And he's now got gouts of flame spewing out the back. I've got some pretty good rims though, I can grind the bejesus out of him there. So he's down. And then there was a bit of carnage here. You can see a lot of flames and smoke and general nonsense. But that is the hood ornament there. It's quite a good one, but sadly the bar, the ramming bar, kind of obfuscates it, so you don't, or obscures it rather, so you don't really get a great run out of that. Anyway, from the convoy, heading back to these 2 points, they're related. You want to come around here to this ladder, and then you're basically going to have to go on foot for all of them. Keep running around the side. There's a couple of shimmy points, but keep running until you come across some shotgun ammo by a table. Here, and when you get to there, go left, and there's some loot in there, and that's that location looted. There's 2 of them, and then carry on around to the left. There's another one just up above you, but you kind of got to go a bit around the houses to get to it. Across here, there we go, and then all the way out there, and I think there's a history relic and some scrap. Yeah, there you go. Mom, I'm not telling you, I'm asking you. Get John to come over and spray. And then there's a zip line down. So all clear. Next up, the Camp Rustbird Stank Gum Legion. I thought I'd go to the intel encounter first. Pick up good information. This one's actually remarkably poorly. The intel's awful because there's nothing really to defend this? Yeah, plane fell from the sky. That looks like a plane fell from the sky. The previous photo did not. Anyway, yeah, not much in the way of defences, like one Molotov tower, a war crier, and a sniper. There's the Molotov tower. Sniper's up there. I had to jiggle around a bit to get an angle on him. Could have just waited, really, although he might have been shooting me in the back the entire time. They're down. I thought I would, well, just go straight in here. 12 fighters, 1 history relic, 1 insignia, 2 insignia, sorry, 6 scrap, and 1 maggot farm part. Chunk of it's up at the back after you finish the area out, so kill these guys. There's the war crier as well. Get him. Notice in the background as well there, the insignia up on those ladders. I missed that entirely on the first run through, but we're going to splice it in here. So pretend those guys who are fixing the camp who've already taken it over aren't there, but there's insignia number 1 and scrap number 1. Then kick this door down. This is back in the courtyard off the ladder. Round here there's 2 guys to fight, so they're 5 and 6. And some scrap right next to them, and then I kind of run in circles for a bit, so I'm sorry about that. But up this ladder, I had a look around here. You can see that insignia still there because I hadn't got it. There's an explodey door there, so from the explodey door go opposite, and there is scrap number 3 there, along with some food if you need that. Then head back out this way, blow that door up if you like, although it just leads through to the room where we killed guys 5 and 6. There's a history relic on the floor there. In that tent. To anyone from the Justice still coming here, we're thrown out. And then right next to where he dropped his weapon, there's scrap number 4. Down here to the left, scrap number 5. That one's actually numbered correctly because I had to come back for it afterwards. And then up here, you'll get the final guys that you've got to kill, the final 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever. I guess it must be 6. So deal with them. The blue and yellow guys take a bit of, and the purple ones take quite a lot of pounding. They've got quite a lot of health. But that's Rustbird cleared out. You'll see an insignia right there. Just shoot that. I came back to it in a minute. I thought there might be a way round for a better angle, but there isn't. But in here, there's some scrap and the maggot farm parts there. So that's scrap 6 and the maggot farm parts. And then there's the insignia, and there's a zip line in where the maggot farm parts were. So you can get a shortcut down, but I missed that on mine. From there, we're going to swing south to this scrap location via that encounter. That's just over a bridge there, so speak to this guy. He unlocks a bunch of people around the map, all the buzzard layers and the great white, and they'll pop up on the map here. There's 1 or 2 in Jeet's territory. You can see them there. There's 1. And then there's another one south, and then there's a chunk of them over in his area, along with the rest of the epic jumps. So if you're doing those epic jumps, yeah, just doing them in Jeet's territory won't finish them off, the legendary jumps or whatever. Anyway, getting to this scavenging location is a bit tricky. You need to basically drive until the road runs out and then keep going left at every opportunity. Someone came in here and T-boned me pretty hard, I think. I've got a guy on my tail there, you can see him coming in here, but actually he ended up spinning me around. We go left and left and left, and you'll get down to this. Fire a harpoon to pull that grate off there and drop in. I think there's some thump skinks, I don't know, something like that in here. Thump skink, there we go, new enemies. So they're basically skinks with sticks. But they're waiting right by the ladder, so be careful, they will mess you up. Or are they ghosts? I don't know. Either way, be ready for a fight as soon as you get in there. First scrap at the end of that corridor, and the next one just in the big room here. There. So not too hard to find. That place isn't much of a maze. The survey farm parts, watch out for him coming to club you while you're trying to open that, but there's the 4th maggot farm part in there. And then I met another guy on the way out there, so watch out. I'm not sure if they're randomly spawning or what. But that's it. Then just a minefield, you know the drill by now. I got the last one here, I was looking around for it and drove over it, but that's threat 100% eliminated. Scrotus no longer has a presence in this territory. So got the coast is clear and some other bits and pieces, but that's it. All green in Jeet's territory. Woot woot. And so on. Just those wasteland things to clear. On the left, Dry Gusty, if you haven't done that, and on the right, that's Gutgash's territory. I just kind of took 30 seconds of footage here. So I don't even know which zone or camp it is. I'm sorry, I just drove to the closest thing from where I spawned in. Anyway, that's it for now. Don't forget to check the eye on the top right for access to playlists and stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.